Hello everyone, I'm Captain Vijay, Master Marina, sailing on board chemical tankers with Suntech Ship Management. I have been in this industry for 15 years. I'll be making a quick video on how to join Merchant Navy, what are the different eligibility criteria for deck, engine as well as the ETO. So let me talk about deck department first. So if you are a 10th pass or a 12th, so that is the minimum criteria to get into Merchant Navy. Now if you want to join Merchant Navy as a deck rating, so you need to have 40% marks in 10th standard. For your information, I'll be just checking out 2-3 sites so that we are on the same page. I'll be sharing these links of these few institutes in the description so that you can also refer. So for the coming back to the GP rating now, so GP rating is like 40% marks in 10th standard and 40% marks in English language. Now for the DNS, which is like 1 year nautical science. So to get into that you need to have 10+2 science. I repeat, science, not commerce, not arts. That is the minimum eligibility criteria to get into Merchant Navy. That is the DNS 1 year course. For that you need to have minimum 60% marks in PCM and 50% in English. Some institutes and some companies prefer 50% or 60% in English. So to be on the safe side, just have minimum 60% marks in English in your 12th standard. You can also do DNS after your BSc. Let me just check the Anglo-Eastern site. Okay, BSc in physics, mathematics, chemistry or electronics with physics, or you can do it with a BE BTech degree from any recognized university. So the minimum eligibility criteria is 10+2 PCM, 60% in PCM and 60% in English. Some companies and some institutes accept 50% in English as well. One institute is accepting 55% in English or 50% marks in English. Next is the BSc Nautical Science, that is for 3 years duration. Eligibility criteria remains the same. In both the cases you will have to appear for the IMU CET exam that is conducted by the IMU. The link I will share in the description. The syllabus, it's a 200 marks paper and for 3 hours duration. It basically consists of the general knowledge, English, physics, chemistry, maths, and there is no negative marking. So once you clear that IMU CET exam, then you can apply for shipping companies if they have vacancies. You might be required to do an interview, and once you clear the interview you will be required to do a company approved, DG approved doctor's medical test examination, basically to check your eyesight is normal and your hearing should be normal, no color blindness and physically fit. So once you clear the exam, the interview, and you get a sponsor, then you can join any Pre-C institute all over India. Many institutes are there, and complete your 1 year diploma in nautical science. After that you will be required to complete 18 months sea time as a deck cadet on any of the ships which the company will place you. After that you will appear for a second mates examination which is held in India, in Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, or you can appear abroad as well, UK, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand. Then after that you will get your second mates license, COC we call it, certificate of competency. After that you will join the ship as third officer, and then after some rank experience you will get promoted to second officer, and then you will appear for your mates examination, mates COC, and then after few years down the line you will become a chief mate. Then again after another few years of chief mate you will be required to appear for your master's examination, which is the final examination, and then get your master's certificate of competency. And then whenever your company decides to give you command, you will become a captain someday. Now for this BSc Nautical Science, you will be required to do a 3 years proper college in any of the nautical institute, a proper 3-year course. After that you need to do a 12 months sea time experience, and then the process is the same. You again have to appear for your second mate's examination, get your COC, then join the ship as a third mate, second mate. Rest everything remains the same. Now if you want to join, if you want to become an officer from the rating background, then you need to have at least 36 months of sea time as a seaman, and then you will have to appear for NCV, near coastal vessel examination in India, then second mates, then get your COC, then rest the remaining procedure is the same. Here the problem is it takes a lot of time, and to complete a 36 months you will have to sail for a long time. And then in India the examination process for rating 2 officer is tedious and quite long. You can prefer to go to UK, and the examination process is a little bit easier. I won't say easier, it's a simple there. You won't have to do NCV and all that. But remember, companies are not entertaining the officers from the rating background, and there are many deck cadets who have already cleared the exams, and they haven't got ships for 1 or 2 years. They're still waiting. So just remember that if you have 12th standard science, make sure you join as a through a proper DNS course at least, if not the 3-year BSc Nautical. Now for the engine side, if you have completed your 12th standard, then again you need to clear this IMU CTA exam, and then you can do a 4 years of marine engineering from any of the reputed institutes. It's available on any of the websites. I'll put the link. 4 years marine engineering, and after that you will join, you will get your CDC and do your basic safety courses, and then you will join the ship as a trainee engineer. After that you will do a sea time of 8 months to 12 months, I'm not sure, around 8 months. Just check it out. I'll figure it out and I will let you know in the comments box. Then you will appear for your examination, same COC examination. Then you will get your COC, class 3 COC. Then you will join the ship as a 4th engineer. Then over a period of time, when you get your rank experience as a 4th engineer, you will get promoted to 3rd engineer. Then you will appear for your class 2, and then you will get promoted to 1st engineer. Then again, after some sea time experience and some college courses and exams, you will appear for your class 1, and then again after some rank experience and basis your performance and your sea time, you will get promoted to chief engineer finally. So that's the last rank in chief in engine department. Now the rating background, if you join the ship as after doing a 6 months GP rating course, on the deck side you will join as a trainee seaman, and then you will rise up to the rank of trainee seaman, ordinary seaman. After a few years, able seaman. Responsibility is a little bit higher for this rank. Then at the final rank is bosun. There is another rank called pumpman on board the tankers. That is a different rank. He takes care of the tankers lineup and the cargo related operations, pumping and stripping and tank cleaning. He is just like a assistant for chief officer to ensure the cargo operation is carried out smoothly. For that, some courses you might have to do that will you will come to know when you join. And in the engine side, you will join as probably as a Viper or a trainee motorman. If you're joining as a Viper, then you will become a motorman someday, and then you will continue to be motorman for a long time. After motorman, in engine room, there is another rank called as the engine fitter. He has specialization in welding and some other courses. So that's another rank is there. Okay, let's talk about the electrotechnical officer. If you have a BE or BTech with 50% in electronics, telecommunication, instrumentation, then you can do a 4 months ETO course, and after that get your CDC and basic certification, and then you will join as a trainee electrical officer. then you will have to appear for your exams and oral examination, and then get your COC, and then you will be a proper electrotechnical officer on board the ships. Last, if you have completed your mechanical engineering. So if you have completed a mechanical engineering, nothing to worry, there is a 1-year GME course available, and after doing that course you can apply in MMD, get your CDC and other basic courses. Last, I'll talk about the people who have completed the mechanical engineering. For them, there is a course called as the Graduate Marine Engineering course. For that, you should have completed BE or BTech in mechanical engineering or naval architecture, and minimum 50% marks in English, which is like common everywhere. Now regarding the fees, diploma in nautical science is ranging around 3 to 4 lakhs, 3 to 4 to 5 lakhs depending on the institute that you are joining. For the ETO course for 4 months is around 2 lakh rupees, and for catering is around 2 lakh rupees as well. For GP rating for deck and engine is around 2 to 3 lakhs. For diploma in nautical science, like I said, 3 to 4 lakhs, and for BSc for 3 years it's coming to 8 lakhs. So if you're planning to do BSc nautical science, then just remember 8 to 10 lakhs should be your budget. 1 year diploma in nautical science should cost you around 3 to 4. So 3 to 4 budget is the minimum requirement I can see to join the Merchant Navy. I'll be uploading a video on the various ranks on board the ships and what are the roles and responsibility of each ranks, and what would be the approximate salary of each rank on board the ship, just a general idea. Also, I'll be uploading a video about my experience in Merchant Navy for all these 15 years, how I started, and a little bit about myself. So see you next time. This is Captain Vijay signing off.